Um, what about praying for others? Seems very nice, of course. Someone's in trouble, you care about them, you want to send good vibes their way and help them by praying for them or whatever. Or working magic on their behalf if you're coming from a pagan thing and calling it magic. Um, it's problematic for the reason of they also have their own free will. And atheists will go on about this. I don't want you fucking praying for me because I don't believe in your God, right? And that's another reason why you have to be careful with this, really. Praying for people, things, and you know, when I was growing up and I went through the teenage rebellious stage, me and my sister both, and you'd sometimes get people saying things about praying for you because you're going off the track, as it were. It's like really insulting and annoying, and people do things like that because obviously they're trying to assert their will and their belief on what's good for you against your own will and your own belief of what's good for you, and that's obviously pretty shitty, and that's ethically perhaps wrong. Particularly looking at this pagan way where you'd be talking about magic and manifesting things, it would be an unethical thing. Free will. Other people have will, and really you can help others if they need help by sending good vibes. At the end of the day, there are probably limits to what you can do because it is down to them as well. But and you have to be so careful because other people's will is very important. And divination, or guidance as one might call it, because it's about insight. Obviously this comes in very many forms, and most of them, I will just say this, are bollocks. But there's I Ching, there's astrology, there's all this stuff. The majority, obviously palm reading and all that, most of it's nonsense. It's the idea that some of these things, that material things can somehow have effects on other unrelated things, just because it's obviously nonsense, and the whole telling the future thing is nonsense. One thing I do have a little bit of respect for in terms of divination practices is tarot cards. It's weird and it seems to work, and I think I know why it works, and this is the thing, these are not concrete futures, these are where you're heading on the path you're currently on. Of course you can always change the path you're on. That's the kind of fortune telling that can be make sense, can be rational, because you're not actually telling the future, you're revealing and gaining insight into a kind of pathway, a kind of natural consequence of what has been going on and is going on. Because that's the way a lot of these tarot card readings work, don't they? It's like, this is the past, this is your present situation, this is the past, how you got there, then this is what will result if you carry on that road. That is very much the way tarot cards work. And I find that it works. And why would it work though, these random shuffling of cards? Well, because as you go through this, you're focusing on the meaning. And so you're applying the meaning to your situation and to the thing that you're asking about when you did the tarot card reading. And it's a lot of these meanings, they're flexible enough that you can do that. But the point is, what you do when you're doing that is you're attaching all these ideas, all these symbols and metaphors onto your situation and onto the past and how you got into that situation. So you're like working your brain into telling a certain story. And so then when it comes to the ones that are to come, you're tapping into your own brain's ability to make patterns and tell you what it knows about where that path will lead and gain insight that way. It's quite a clever little trick, that, and it does work. So it's more like a meditative tool really in that respect, but yeah. I do have some respect for tarot. I can sort of see rationally how it might work, and yet it'd still be a useful tool. So yeah. So, which leads me to the does it work, why does it work about all this? Well, I believe, and I've found this from my experience, that some of these things, they can work and actually make a person's life better. You're helping yourself be at peace with the world around you, and helping yourself reflect on things and find guidance, helping yourself be open to experiences, and you know, if used wisely, if used humbly and ethically and in a spiritually mature manner, and with the right kind of approach and understanding about what it is you're doing and why, I think it can work and make your life a lot better to do some form of prayer, meditation or magic. and it's not some spooky supernatural thing. It's quite a rational thing, that you are opening yourself up, opening your eyes, opening your heart to all the opportunities life might give you, and you're working on a humble, respectful, ethical, at peace with all things kind of frame of mind, which is a healthier way to move through the world and will attract good things to you anyway. Because, so yeah. So, that was my video about prayer, meditation and magic. And yes, I will continue this series of stuff about spiritual matters. There is a vague sort of chronology in terms of the religions I want to look at, but it's not just going to be that, it's going to be issues and stuff like I just did there with prayer, meditation and magic. Sometimes I'll take a look at a particular aspect of spirituality or whatever, and sometimes I will be going through different religious beliefs in a vaguely chronological order, and important scientists and philosophers as well. So there we are. So thanks for watching.